Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to our weekly Tuesday video. If you've been on my email newsletter list, you'll know this is going to be my last Tuesday video for a little while. I am hoping this summer to be doing videos, but I'm just going to take some time to think about what the plan is going to be for the fall. I feel like videos will be a part of it, but I'm not sure how exactly. So thank you for your patience with me as I renovate and readjust things in my Stampin' for Fun journey. If this is your first time joining, welcome, welcome. My name is Genevieve Coe. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Markham, Ontario, Canada. But I love to share stamping with people all around the world, all around the country. So thank you for joining me today. If you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube, you can always scroll back and see previous videos. I hope to be giving you inspiration and keeping you up to date with news in my happy stamping business. I kind of fell into being a demonstrator by accident, more because I loved the product and I loved that it made me feel creative, or it made me feel like I could make pretty things. Even though I was someone who did not consider themselves creative, I did not think of myself as talented in that way at all. I think in elementary school, I might have failed art. So I didn't think it was for me. So you could be watching and think, wow, look at how Genevieve does this. She's really talented. So no, I'm not. It's actually the Stampin' Up! Product that makes things easy and it makes things fun for me. And there's a whole community of demonstrators and Stampin' Up! Enthusiasts who post all their samples online as well. So you can always get lots of inspiration on Pinterest. And so that's kind of what kept me going and the amazing friendships I've made along the way. So thanks for joining me today. Today is July the 2nd. So big news tomorrow. I'm sorry if you got my email newsletter. I think I didn't clarify that the bonus days start July the 3rd. What is bonus days? Bonus days is a fun thing that they do just for July 3rd till July 31st. Every $60 spend, you get a $6 coupon to use in August. So there's no limit. So I've had people like save up those $6 coupons and then they get like a $60 shopping spree in August. And there's all sorts of things you can do. So just enjoy shopping this month and collecting your $6 coupons. So remember, you get your $6 coupon when you place a $60 order for every $60 spend before tax and shipping. What's also fun is I have my own special Stampin' for Fun offer. So when your order is $60 or more, you'll receive a gift from me. So I only do one gift. I don't do, like, if you place 10 $60 orders, I don't give you six gifts. But Stampin' Up! Is more generous. They're able to be more generous, so they can give you a $6 coupon every time for every $60 spent. So if your order's $120, you'll get two $6 coupons. You don't have to place multiple orders. You can do one giant order and you'll get the correct number of $6 coupons. So what happens is it comes as a code into your email. So make sure you're inputting the correct email address when you're placing your order online, and you save those codes and then you use them in there's a place for discount codes in our shopping store that you'll use in August. Okay, so hopefully that gets you excited and gets you doubly excited because I have my Stampin' for Fun offer of an additional gift if you shop online. It's an online ordering gift. And then as well in July, if you want to add some all-inclusive kits to your orders, I'm still sort of fundraising for our missions trip in July. Our church sends a team up to Northern Ontario to partner with Northwind Family Ministries. And they do some really hard work with supporting families there, underprivileged families, many from Indigenous backgrounds who have suffered a lot of trauma or difficulty due to the residential schools. and oppression and things like that. So I'm just proud and pleased to be able to do what I can to support their ministry. And so one of the things our church does is we send sort of a volunteer team to help. So this summer we are helping with play days in the social housing units. It's kind of like just a little fun fair where we serve hot dogs and snow cones and have little games in the kind of in the park area for kids to enjoy and for families to connect with the Northwind services, because they offer a lot of services like counseling and life skills and things like that. So the fun fair is just a way to kind of open the door for connection, and they need manpower to do that. So our team is going up this summer. So if you want to support that cause, we had a great fundraiser last week, but I'm continuing the fundraising by any all-inclusive kits you purchase, $32 or more. So where you find the all-inclusive kits, you just go to our store. You can browse at our store. Just go to stampinup.ca. Okay, and then you want to make sure that my name is in the top left corner here. Okay, it might say find a demonstrator, in which case drop down, type in my name. Make sure you select me as your demonstrator so that if you decide to order some all-inclusive kits, well, any of my offers, you have to have shopped with me. So if you look at our kits collection here, you will see that there are all kinds of all-inclusive kits, so many beautiful things to choose from. Any kits that are $32 or more, okay, so look for the ones that are in $32 or more. Okay, there's some there. The birthday sparkle kit. Okay, and so take advantage of those. Okay, and then, yep, there's a few there. Okay, so any all-inclusive kits, $32 or more, or I suppose if you ordered two $20 kits, it was too complicated to explain the email, $10 will be donated to the cause, to our missions team going up. So we would love your support. And, oh, did I stop the share? I hope I did. Okay, so that's a way that you can continue to contribute if you missed out on the fundraiser. We had a great time getting together, crafting, eating dinner. I called it supper and stamping, and we shared about what our team was going to do. So kits are a great way to introduce stamping to others, to do with your kids, to take to the cottage. If you just want some like stress-free kind of crafting where everything's in a box, the kits are your answer. Okay, so who remembers what our product of the month is this month? Let me pull up my tabletop. There we go. And let me see whether we can, let me pull up what we've been doing here. Let me see. Okay, so we've been using the Layers of Beauty bundle. So in love with this bundle. Congratulations to those of you who took advantage last month of getting that bundle while it was on sale. And then so there's the stamp, there's dies that coordinate, which cut out, and then there's also these decorative masks. Okay, and so these decorative masks, you can use them to layer and create depth. That's why it's called Layers of Beauty, because wow, the effect is amazing. So yay, I'm so happy for those of you who took advantage and decided to get that bundle. So you can recreate these cards that I've been showing all month. So last week we did this card. I used the blends markers, and let's see, we used the blends markers and the masks. Can you see the shading there? There's some light, some darker. So that's with the blends markers. We use the die to cut out that floral image. In our first week of this Layers of Beauty showcase, I did this Sweet and Simple card, and I used that floral image as a bit of a background. Okay, and then the second week we did this one. The brush gold cards were out of stock for a little while, so keep it on your wish list or let me know. I'll put you on my watch list so when it comes back in stock, I can let you know. Okay, so this was with blending brushes and our ink pads, but hopefully you can see the layers and depth and shading. And this is from someone who's not an artist. The masks do it for you. It's amazing. So anyway, we've done a few things this month. Hopefully it shows you the versatility and the wow factor of this bundle. But this week I wanted to do another sweet and simple card, but there's a few fun aspects to it. So let's see whether I can pull it out. Those of you who placed an order last month, you should have gotten your card packets, or I guess in May. Okay, so let's pull this out. I am using a new color here. Let's give ourselves some space. Okay, so this is not a new color. This is Crumb Cake. This is our Crumb Cake cardstock. I thought I'd go with a neutral look this week. And it is 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. I don't know what we've got going here. I think we've got some glue stuck on my glass mat. The great thing about the glass mat is you don't have to worry about scratching it. You can just kind of, anyway, my glass mat needs a little bit of a cleaning. So 5.5 by 8.5. We are going to score it at 4.25. I have to find my trimmer. Sorry, everything is still packed from the fundraiser. Okay, so we will score it at 4.25 on the 8.5 inch side to give us a nice score line. Okay, our card's going to be landscape today. And then I thought I would take one of our new colors. It's not an in color. This is called Basic Beige. Basic Beige. So there is a corresponding ink pad. Okay, the Basic Beige ink pad, which we are going to use today. And of course, there is coordinated cardstock, which I showed you right here. Okay, and then what we're going to do is layer on the 3 3/4 by 5 inch piece of basic white cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the Basic Beige layer down. This card is so easy, but so fun to make. I'm going to take our stamp set here. I'm not even going to use the dies this time. That's why I'm sweet, simple card. Stamps, ink, and paper. But you'll see how I'm going to jazz it up. I'm really excited to show you how I'm going to jazz it up. So we'll take our stamp. Okay, it's a photopolymer stamp. I'm going to get our very large block. Okay, so I think this is block, what do they call it? Block F. We just need a big block so that stamp will go on it. Okay. You'll have heard me say before, block D is the most versatile. I find that holds many of our images. But when you've got a big background, large stamp like this, you definitely need the extra large block to go with it. And then I am going to grab our Basic Beige ink pad and ink it up. Easy peasy. Okay, it's pretty juicy here, so. And let's stamp our image on there. Okay, look at that. Looking good, looking good. So let's adhere that on. Okay, when we first ink it up, I do notice the Basic Beige has sort of a green tint, but when it dries, okay, it's a little closer to the cardstock color, but lovely. Okay, so you know what? Even just like this would be a lovely note card to give to someone. Stamps, ink, and paper. But let's see how we can jazz it up a bit, okay? I'm pretty excited about jazzing it up. One way we're going to jazz it up is we are going to take my Wink of Stella, okay, the Wink of Stella brush. If you don't have one, you need one. Hopefully it's in stock. I haven't checked lately, but we're going to take that. And then we're going to create a splatter effect on the card because I thought that white was just a little too brash with our neutral theme here. So what I'm going to do is just flick the brush against the lid to create some splatters. Okay. Now, if you want it to be really dramatic, your splatters, I almost never do this, but you can push a little bit. It actually does say push here. You push a little bit on the barrel so that the ink flows a little more through the tip. And then that might help get more dramatic splatters. I don't want to push too much because sometimes a huge blob comes out. That's why I'm kind of squeezing while it is in the lid. I don't want a huge blob to come out. Oh, the blob came. Okay. That's why I don't like to squeeze. Okay. Oh, poor blob. Okay, let's see whether we can pick you up. Okay. Okay. Anyway, that's why I didn't, but see, then you can get bigger, more dramatic effects here. Okay, sorry, blob. Let's see. Just kind of getting some of it off so it's not quite so dramatic. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you see that, how it gives, and I think splatters give a little bit of a vintage look. Okay, if you wanted to like kind of paint some of the flowers, you could. Some of the petals here, if you wanted to. Okay, so this is the clear Wink of Stella brush. Maybe I'll put a few more splatters on this side. Okay. So it kind of looks like raindrops there, but it's called Wink of Stella. I don't know if you can see. It's because it's shiny. It winks at you. It has shimmery, winky things. Okay, yay. And then let's do the sentiment. So in this stamp set, we have the You Make My Heart Smile. I am going to grab that. And put it on our block. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stamp it in what's called Versamark ink. Versamark is a watermark ink pad, and it takes on whatever color the cardstock is. It makes it look like it's a watermark. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, because I'm actually going to turn it into gold, I'm going to use gold embossing. So I have to kind of remove the static here. We use our little, this is part of the Additions, I think it's called the Additions Toolkit, Embossing Additions Toolkit, something like that. And then now that I've kind of removed the static and all that, now I can go ahead and stamp this. Okay, so if you want something a little fancy, embossing is the way to go. We're going to heat embossing as opposed to dry embossing. We'll stamp my image here. Okay, that's a little crooked. Not the end of the world, but maybe I'll just try it one more time. That's the good thing about having two sides. Let's see if we do better this way. Okay, that's a bit better. Oh, but I forgot to do the wipey with my embossing. Okay, let's just see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is pour gold embossing powder onto our piece here. We got to kind of do it fast enough before the ink dries. So hopefully we're okay. And hopefully the reason that I had done the embossing buddy, I had rubbed it, is because it helps prevent the embossing powder from sticking on other parts of the paper. Okay, it's not too bad. You can see there's a little bit right there. But anyway, okay, so let's move this out of the way. I'm just gonna get this little, yeah, I think it's okay. And then the cool thing about the Embossing Additions Toolkit is that any extra powder, you can just funnel it back into your little jar here. It actually comes with a little brush. Okay, so that makes your powder last a long time because we're reusing it. Okay, so we'll close that. Now, very important to close the lid of your embossing powder before we do the next step, which is to heat it with the heat tool. Okay, so because the heat tool is quite hot, I am going to use the pincers that come with the toolkit, and I'm going to use the heat tool on high. And right now, the powder just made it kind of matted. But when we heat it up and the chemical reaction happens, it will turn shiny and gold. There we go. There we go. Can you see that it's shiny now? I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my little paper snips. Oh, I think all my paper snips are in the bag from the fundraiser. Just have to use these old scissors. And I'm just going to snip between the make and the word make and the word my. And we can do that. Okay. So maybe there's a way I can cover up my little blob there. Okay. There we go. So we can, I mean, originally I had it more onto the right, but I'm sensitive about my little blob here. Maybe I can do something like that. Okay, and then we'll take our little Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm using the mini ones. Put that on the back. And these are little foam adhesives that kind of give a little lift to your card. So I like to use it for little sentiments like this, or if there's little things I want to pop up, I can. Did I peel these off? No. I feel like it's not sticking as well because I have the Versamark on the back. Okay. There we go. Okay, you make my heart smile. Put that on. And then, of course, we can add some bling bling as well. Take your pick tool as a girl's best friend here. Okay, it's a little off with the sentiments, but let's put some bling bling. I thought it'd be nice to use our brushed brass butterflies. It's like these little beauties are flitting and floating around our flower. Okay, so that finishes off our card. What do you think? So here's the original that I made. I was trying to cover up my blob here. I put the sentiment more on the right. So hopefully our Layers of Beauty series has given you inspiration and shown you kind of all the fun things. There's even more we could do with this bundle, but I kind of stopped myself at 4. But these are all the projects we made. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope it inspires you to craft and create. I'll definitely be crafting this summer, even though I'm taking a little hiatus over the summer. It's so that my mind can think and to give me more time to play, because I wanted to tell you the other big thing happening in July, which I didn't write on my newsletter, is that we're going to have some new online exclusives products coming out, going live. Here's one of them. That's what I was saying. One of the things I'm excited to play with. We could do a little Christmas in July. So if I do manage to play a little bit, I'll make sure to be posting on my social media. I might even do a video. We just don't know when it'll happen because I'm being a little more random this summer. But I'm not going far. In fact, I actually have some classes already listed for the fall. So you can go ahead and take a look. Make sure to, if you want to see what's new, check out my Linktree/Stampin' for Fun link and head to upcoming classes, and you can see what classes are on my schedule for the fall. Okay, so stay in touch with me. Don't be shy to reach out. I can't wait to connect with you. You will definitely be hearing from me this summer, just maybe not as regularly as you're used to. I hope you have an amazing summer. I hope you enjoy good weather, good friends, good food. But this is not a goodbye. I just feel like, oh, I'm not going to be here next Tuesday. I mean, I've done Tuesday morning videos for so long. It feels weird to say that, I can't promise you I'll be here next week, but I am not far. And I really want to connect and stamp with you. So don't be shy to reach out, say hello. Let me know if you want to do private events, such as the fundraiser I just did last week. I'm happy to organize something for you and your organization and your team. And, keep crafting, keep calm and craft on. Thanks for joining me. Let me know in the comments what you thought about our Layers of Beauty feature this past 4 weeks. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.